Good day everyone. Welcome to another Dav Jones yoga class. Today I'm going to be sharing with you another 30-minute flow. We're going to be looking at the crow pose posture. And we're integrating ways in which, if crow isn't quite in your practice, this certainly is perhaps one of the most fundamental hand balance poses of them all. And we'll often, especially in yoga practice, we'll often start most practitioners from crow pose, learn the different techniques and the skills in your crow pose, and then allow your hand balance journey to progress on from crow pose itself. So today I'm going to be sharing with you multiple different ways you can kind of mimic a crow in different planes. Now, of course, there's that element of fear as we come into crow for the first time, where some of you might be familiar with this, where you might feel as if you're going to fall forward. So integrating ways in which we can do this posture from different positions, like lying on your back, are going to be really useful ways in which we can build the relevant proprioceptive patterns to essentially then hopefully get nice and strong, feel confident within your body, so when it does actually come to having a play with crow pose on the hands, that hopefully you'll start to build that confidence. Okay. I have got a couple of blocks for today's practice, you will need them. We're going to start today's class on the back, so lie down. You're going to come into Ardha Shavasana, so feet on the floor, bend at the knees, rest your hands by your side, palms turned up. Lift the head off the floor, draw the chin towards your throat, create length here at the back of the neck, and then slowly lower the back of the head back down. And just before we get into our movement here, I'd like you to close the eyes and allow this time just to create a slow inhalation through the nose and exhalation through the nose. And we're just going to observe here for a moment, allowing everything to settle, becoming aware of your experience here and now, and see if you can just bring your attention just to your breath. Gentle inhalations, feel your lungs, the side ribs expand first, and then notice as well the front and the back of the ribcage fill. And then as you exhale, notice that deflation in kind of like the reverse order. So the front ribs pull down, the back, and then eventually the side ribs draw in. Have a few more breaths here. Inhalation through the nose. Exhalation, breathing out. So have one more breath. Breathe into the side ribs. If you find this a bit tricky, challenging, you're unsure of what I mean, place the hands on your lower side ribs. You can even place the heel of the hand at that contact. And let's just try this for a couple of breaths. Close down the eyes once again. Inhale now into the heel of the hand. And then you'll feel that lateral side expansion. And as you start to fill through the inhalation, you'll also start to feel the front ribs fill, as well as the back ribs press into the mat. And then as you also then exhale, you're going to feel that deflation and the rib cage reduce in size. 2 more breaths, inhalation into the heel of the hand. Exhalation, breathing out. Inhalation into the heel of the hand.
One more breath here. Inhalation into the heel of the palm. Exhale. Really great, everyone. Open the eyes. Bring your left thigh into the body. You can keep hold of the leg, the shin here, interlacing the fingers. Now with your right leg, create roughly a 90 degree in the knee and flex the ankle. We're going to coordinate our breath here to the movement of the leg. So as the inhalation comes in, the thigh comes to the body on the inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly bring this right heel to the floor. As you come towards the end of the exhale, the heel strikes the mat. And then we repeat that pattern. So inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel slowly strikes the mat. Okay? Interlacing fingers. Once you're ready, breathe into side ribs. Bring right thigh into body. Exhale through the mouth, purse the lips, slowly bring heel to the floor. We're going to do this 5 times. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. One more. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. Okay, release left foot, left leg. Rest here. Just have one calming breath, breathing in. Exhaling out. Okay, change the legs. Bring the right thigh into chest. Keep hold of the shin. Flex at the left ankle. Inhale, left thigh into ribs. Exhalation, slowly heel striking the floor. Good. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the floor. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the floor. 2 more. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. Last one. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, heel striking the mat. Really good. Set both feet down. Hands resting by your side. Breathe in through the nose. Expand into the side ribs. Exhalation, purse the lips, breathe out through mouth. And as you come towards end of exhale, you'll feel the fronts of the ribs pull down as the abdominals tone. Now we're going to try both legs this time. I want to try to do this without having palms down. So you're going to have palms turned up. Now what I want you to pay attention to is as you take both heels towards the floor, is that you do not arch your lower back. So you keep the lower back in contact with the mat throughout the movement. If you're noticing that you're unable to bring the heels down with keeping the lower back down, then I would want you to just come to a place where you're honest with your body, honest with where you're at, and then repeat the movement. This is really going to allow you to keep a good, what we call, stack of the head, the ribcage and the hips, which is going to allow us then to build the relevant stability strength for later on in this practice. Okay, so palms by your side, palms turned up, breathe into side ribs, flex at both feet, bring both thighs into the body. Good. Press the back of the head into the floor. Exhale. Slowly draw both heels towards the floor. Breathe out through mouth. Keep lower back down. Be honest with where you are with this. It gets pretty tough as you bring those heels towards the floor. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, take heels slowly towards the floor. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, take heels towards the floor. 3 more. Inhalation, thigh into body. Exhalation, take heels towards the floor. Inhalation, thighs into body. Exhalation, slowly take heels towards the floor. One more breath here. Inhalation, thighs into body. Exhalation, take heels towards the floor. Wherever you are with this, set the feet down. Whew, relax for a moment. Breathing in naturally, breathing out. Okay, find one of your blocks. Reach the arms directly up. Press the palms into the blocks. Option 1 is to grip the block. If you feel you want a bit more of a challenge here, extend your fingers and thumbs. Lower back pushes down. Lift the feet off the floor. Bring the knees as close towards your triceps as you can. Lift the head, the shoulders off the floor. Now what I want you to avoid here is not overreaching with the head and the neck. So keep a bit of a double chin. We're going to do this for a round of breaths. Inhale, breathe into your back. On the exhale, try to reach higher through the fingers and then draw the knees as close to the triceps as you can. So you're mimicking crow here on your back. Inhale, reach taller through the fingers. Exhale, press the knees towards the triceps. 2, 3 more. Inhalation, reach higher through fingers. Exhale, press knees into triceps. 2 more. Inhalation, reach a bit higher if you have the capacity. Exhale, draw knees into triceps. 1 more. Inhalation, reach a bit taller. Exhalation, knees into triceps. Oh, set the feet down. Just rest the block on the belly. Breathe into side ribs. Breathing out. Inhalation into side ribs. And breathing out. I just want you to allow the body to cool down a bit. We're going to have one more round of that same drill. Inhalation. Exhalation. Find your block, place between the hands, reach directly up for the ceiling. Again, option 1, grip the block. Option 2, extend the fingers. Keep the double chin, lift the feet, draw knees towards the arms. Lift the shoulders and the head off the floor. Inhalation into the back ribs. Exhalation, reach through hands, draw knees towards arms. 1. Inhalation into back ribs. Reach a bit taller through arms, draw knees to triceps. Exhale, 3 more. Inhalation, reach maybe a bit taller. Exhalation, knees to triceps, breathe out through mouth. 2 more. Inhalation, reach even taller. Exhalation, knees into triceps. Last one. Inhalation, reach through fingers. Exhalation, knees into triceps. Oh, wow. Set the feet down. Rest the block on the belly. arms by your side. Close the eyes, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, good. Keep hold of the block. Bring both knees together now, feet off the floor. Reach the arms over to the right and see how high up you can bring the knees over to the left. See if you can bring the knees towards the left shoulder. Good. Look down towards the right corner of the mat. Inhale. This is a bit hard to breathe in, but try your best. Exhale. Try to reach further through the arms and draw the knees closer to the left shoulder. We'll just do 3 here. Inhale. Exhale, reach through arms, draw knees to left shoulder. 1 more. It's quite easy here to overextend the neck, so try to keep a bit of a double chin. Inhalation, reach through arms. Exhalation, knees to left shoulder. Good. Set the feet back down, block on the belly. Oh. And of course, if you're noticing this is particularly challenging for you, you can of course reduce the breaths. Those out there that are finding this a little bit easy, then you could of course increase the reps. I would recommend trying to work your way up to kind of like a 5 breath or a 7 breath count in this. You might already be noticing the twists especially. I'm certainly finding it hard, but the twists for me are particularly tough because I find it difficult to get the necessary capacity in the breathing. Okay, I'll try 1 more round on the opposite side. So again, knees together, feet off the floor. Take the arms over to the left. See if you can bring the knees up towards your right shoulder. Inhale, reach through fingers. Exhale, bring knees to right shoulder. 1. Inhale, reach through arms. Exhale, knees to right shoulder. 2. Really good. 1 more. Inhale, reach through arms. Exhale, knees to right shoulder. Oh, okay. Set the feet down, rest the block on the belly, arms by your side, palms up. Breathing in, you can close down the eyes for a moment. And breathing out. Okay, take your time, roll over to one side, come up, make your way into an all fours position. Okay, hands below the shoulders. Inhalation. Let's slowly move into cow pose. So rolling your shoulders back, drawing your chest through the arms, gazing up. Exhale, round through the spine, flexing for cat pose. Inhalation, slowly pulling chest through the arms, gazing up, arching the lower back. Exhale. Rounding the spine, cat pose. Good, everyone. Inhalation, let's just do 1 more. Cow pose, nice and slow through these movements. Exhalation, rounding the spine. Okay, we're going to stay in cat shape here. Look between your thumbs. You can see that my body is in like a hollow shape. Take your right leg back. Good, lift the right foot off. Inhalation into side and back ribs. Now you'll see here that I'm still trying to keep that flexed spine. Exhale, bring the right knee to right elbow. You're going to hold it at the arm, breathe in. Using your exhale, gently push the knee into the right arm. 1 more time. Inhalation into back ribs. Exhalation, knee into right elbow. Good, extend right leg back. Set the right knee down. Okay, still keeping that flexed spine. Take left leg back, straighten out the knee. Float the foot off. I'm still trying to keep that rounded spine, that flexed spine. Breathe in, side and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, keep it there. Exhale, push the knee into the arm. 1 more of these. Inhale, side and back. Exhale, knee into arm. Stand left leg back. Set the knee down. Whew. Okay, inhalation. Cow pose, open chest. Good. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. So one more of these. Inhalation, cow pose. Exhalation, cat. Okay. Shuffle the knees back by a few inches. Walk the hands forward. Take the hands more towards the edges of your mat. Sit the hips back and then lower the chest towards the floor. You're going to come to, I don't want to bring the chest all the way down, even if you have the mobility. I want you to maintain a bit of a push down through the palm. Come to a point where you feel a stretch in the underside of the shoulder towards the armpit area and the sides of the body. And then from here, when you're just kind of floating the chest just away from the floor, just pulse the body up and down. Good, stay 3, keep pulsing, 2, and 1. Okay, now you're going to push down through hands. Flex the spine, mimic that cat shape spine again. Really push through arms. Just have 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose, into side and back. Exhale, breathe out through mouth. Pull hands towards the knees. Push the knees towards the hands. And you can feel your abs start to fire. Let's do one more of those. Inhalation, push down through hands. Exhalation, isometrically pull hands to knees, drag knees towards hands. And then we slowly again open the ribs, lower towards the floor. Keep a push through the palm. Some of you might feel a little bit more open in this position now. Okay, then slowly lift back up, walk the hands back into all fours. Okay, hands below the shoulders, just gently circle the weight of your body around the wrists. Create small circles to start. And pay particular attention, awareness, as when you lean into the knuckles of your hands. Let's see if you can slow the pace down so you really truly get the wrists used to weight bearing. Okay, reverse the direction, go the other way. Okay, good. Come back to centre. Turn the fingers back towards the knees. Try with one hand first, and you'll feel the stretch in the back of the forearm. If this feels manageable, you may want to try doing both at the same time. Flex the spine, mimic a cat shape again. Gently sit the hips back if you want more of a stretch. Okay, good. Slowly release each hand at a time. You can create fists. With one hand, roll out the wrist. And then repeat with the other. Okay, I would like to share with you now just the building blocks of moving into crow. So you take the knees out wide, toes together. You want to see how low you can bring your body to the floor here. Now this practice primarily has just been working on your abs and just getting that shape of the flexed spine and working a little bit on your hip flexors. So hopefully by now you should have the space to kind of come a bit closer towards the floor. Draw the triceps back towards the shins. And again, just maintain this shape for a moment, just looking at if you can bring the forehead down towards the floor. Some of you may be feeling a nice stretch through the length of the spine and through the lower back.
Good. Okay, so lifting the head, palms roughly to your downward dog width, roughly shoulder width distance. Squeeze the legs against the triceps. You want to keep that contact then, so the legs keep squeezing against the arms. Have your gaze just in front of the fingers, roughly about a foot distance in front. We're going to lift the hip first, keep the legs squeezing on the arms, gently lean forward until the elbows stack over the wrist. This might be as far as you go, so we're just going to play here with lifting up onto the tip of the toe. See how it feels to feel a bit lighter on the toes here. Start to grip your fingertips. These would be your brakes to stop you from going forward. Okay, sit the weight back to where we started. If that felt quite comfortable, we're now going to challenge our balance a little bit more. Hug the elbows in. Keep squeezing the legs against your arms. We lift the hip first. Lean forward, heels lift. You come light on the mound of the toe. Keep leaning forward into hands, elbows over wrists, until you come onto the tip of the big toe. Grip those fingertips, push down for the hands. If you feel comfortable here, you may want to play around with lifting one foot. Hug the heel to bum. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down, and again, sit back, sit the weight back into the feet. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay, hug elbows in. Good. Keep legs squeezed against the arms. We'll try now the other foot. Lift the hips first, lean forward into the hands. Coming forward onto the tip of the big toe, hug elbows in, and then slowly gripping fingertips, lift left foot off the floor. Hug heel to bum. 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down, bring the weight back into the feet. Inhalation through the nose. Exhalation, breathing out. Okay, this might be as far as some of you go for today, and it's just working on developing the confidence and just moving slowly in and out. Bringing weight into the hands, bringing it back. If you feel like you want to have a play with lifting both feet for the full crow, let's give it a try. And again, like I say, just to reiterate, if you're finding you're not quite ready for this, just regular practice of this setup will eventually build the confidence in you being able to slowly lift both feet. Okay, so squeezing elbows in, hugging the legs against the arms, lift the hip first, lean into hands. Good, grip fingertips, elbows over wrists, lift one foot, heel to bum, grip those fingertips, lift the opposite foot, heel to bum. If you've got it, excellent, hug elbows in, 3, 2, and 1. Set the feet back down. Whew, this might be as far as we go today. Okay, really good. So this is essentially this practice just building the building blocks for crow pose. Some of you are going to feel the exertion or even the fatigue in certain areas of the body. So for instance, some of you might be feeling this in the hip crease, in the hip flexors, others in the abs. You might even notice quite a lot of challenge here in the front of the shoulder. So it's just looking at those different facets of the pose and giving yourself the patience to gradually build strength with this. And as always, practice, 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 and the pose will come. But see if you can, again, like I say, just move systematically into crow pose with these little cues and these techniques, and the pose will come eventually. As always, everyone, thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure sharing my practice with you, my teachings with you. Namaste.